Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? This podcast is sponsored by RSE Management Consulting, Inc. Richard has been my accountant for 5 years, and our relationship has grown into an incredible friendship. He now serves over 60 members in my business. The firm specializes in corporate tax, financial bookkeeping, and management advisory services for small and medium-sized businesses. His expertise is helping his clients manage the intricacies of tax law and teaching small and medium-sized businesses how to navigate the tough landscape of tax. If you want to hear more, you can go and listen to episode 203. I interviewed Richard on my podcast. The value that he has given to me over the last 5 years, to me, is truly priceless. He will work with you to create an action plan in order to organize your business finances, which in turn affects your personally. He will work with you to create an action plan in order to organize your business finances, which in turn affects you personally in so many amazing ways that you didn't even know. You can email him at reidelberg, REITELBERG at RSEMGTCON.com, or you can call him directly at his office, area code 631-623-2400. You can also visit RSEMGTCON.com to contact and learn more, and we will upload all this information to the show notes. Today, we're going to talk about accountability. I'm so excited. Hello, Level Up family. I love accountability because here's the thing. Success is a result of ownership and accountability. Everyone wants it. I mean, I'm not saying everybody wants it, but the people that do, it's so easy to want it. But the reality is that not everyone holds themselves accountable. So I want you to ask yourself this question. What standard do you hold yourself accountable to? Because we set our standards. We set our level of excellence. We set our level of accountability. You can be anything you want. You can create anything you want. Like, I want you to know that you can. So today, we're going to be going over the accountability ladder. We're going to talk about all seven levels of this ladder. You will be able to see, actually see, wow, where you are on this ladder. And at that point, it is your responsibility to take accountability and to climb this ladder. So when we go over this, I want you to recognize that levels 1 through 4, okay? People who have this level of accountability, so if you see yourself in 1, 2, 3, or 4, they see themselves as a victim. So I want you to go in right away thinking, I don't want to see myself as a victim. That's not my goal. So if you identify 1, 2, 3, and 4, the goal is to get rid of the victim mentality. They're thinking life happens to them. They're showing up as a victim. They're oblivious to the fact that they have control and they are creating the results that they are getting. All right. So let's get right into level 1. Unaware. Like, you're just unaware. At this level, you're going to say things like this. I didn't know. Like, I needed to do that. There was a meeting. No one told me. I didn't know that's what I needed. So let's get real for a moment. Like, let's have a come to Jesus moment, because once you take full responsibility, the game changes. So for example, I could remember, very early on in my business, like I'm talking like the first few weeks, okay? I told someone exactly what they needed, or what I thought exactly what they needed to promote to the next level. I read, I thought I was right. I looked at the numbers. I sent them the numbers. And first of all, we both started like within a week of each other, okay? But it turns out that my math was incorrect. They didn't promote. And the next month, they were like completely unaware. So I don't know if they actually looked at the numbers. They didn't double check. And for like 5 minutes, I felt bad But then I realized they could have checked themselves, and it was all in the deliveries. Like we now know a mistake is only a mistake if we don't learn from it. But bottom line, if their goal was to do more than what was expected and not just get by, it would have never happened. If they worked more of their personal business, it wouldn't have happened. So they did blame me, but they had a choice. They were not completely unaware. So they could blame me or they could level up and take more accountability. So if you think that it's anyone's responsibility to tell you what you need to achieve, or when the next call is, or any other important information regarding your success, your business, it is time for you to climb the ladder of accountability. Because if you don't know, get in the know. Really think about this. Who would want to follow anyone who doesn't know? People follow leadership. They follow vision. They follow people who know where they are going. Claiming to be unaware is an excuse to put your success in the hands of someone else. Okay. So think about it. Maybe like, I didn't know. That's unaware. It's level 1 in the accountability ladder. Level 2, blaming others. Okay. Blaming others. So again, let's go back 1 through 4, victim mentality. So if you're ever, you guys, I'd be lying. There was times I attempted to blame others, maybe not out loud, but in my head. Okay. So this is when you're thinking things like this. They didn't help me. You weren't clear. You didn't send me the call information. I didn't know exactly what I needed to do. The person above me isn't helpful. The person above me isn't inspiring. My team isn't doing anything. People are canceling on me. My kids are a distraction. My partner is not supportive. This is what it looks like and sounds like to blame other people. And let's really dissect this for a minute. It's unprofessional. It's small. It's really low vibe energy. It's toxic. Leaders don't blame. You cannot succeed and blame others. You can never control what other people do, but we always have control over how we react. And our goal is to become the person that we want to lead. And it starts with ownership. It starts with accountability and never blaming anyone else. If it's meant to be, it's up to me, right? So we have that much accountability. And even if we think, great, if you ever have people that say they're going to do something and they don't, you can do more. You can be the highest performer on your team, in your business, in your company, over plan, over schedule, overdo, over lead. So when people don't do what they say they were going to do, you were not waiting for them. You were blazing a trail and leading. Okay. Number 3, remember 1 through 4, victim mentality. Level 3, make excuses. People who make excuses are aware, okay, but they're unwilling to take responsibility. So what does excuses do? They scream amateur. They say, you guys, I'm putting this in parentheses, they want to succeed. And then they're going to say things like this: I can't go because ... Doesn't really matter what the reason is. You can go, you're choosing not to. Please don't make an excuse. Okay. You can make a choice. Your choice is your choice. I don't have to agree with it. Okay. My goal is to coach people to be their very best, to help them succeed in business. So don't say you can't go. You can go. You're choosing not to go, right? Or I can't be there because, or I won't be on the call tonight because, like, I mean, that's an excuse. I wouldn't even dream about sending. If I decide that I cannot be on a call, I'm not on it. I make a choice. You have to be okay with your choices. You know, I can't work this week because we've always done it this way, right? But here's the reality. You can make money or you can make excuses. You can't make both. Your why has to be bigger than your excuses. Your goal has to be bigger than your excuses. Your desire to level up has to be bigger than your excuses. Your drive to succeed has to be bigger than your excuses. No one wants to follow people who make excuses. Excuses doesn't create winning teams. Excuses create whining teams. If you make it an excuse, I'm betting your team does too. If you're not going to go to something, all of a sudden your entire team is not going to go either. Our actions duplicate, but here's what also duplicates: our BS. Okay. Here's level 4, still in the victim state. I want to remind you guys, still in the victim state. I don't want to be like, I'm level 4. You're getting higher, but we need to go higher, okay? Waiting and hoping. This is passive. This is not accountability. You don't wait on your success. You don't hope on your success. That's not accountability. You cannot hope your way to success. You can't hope your way out of a valley. You cannot wait until the next big thing comes along. Waiting and hoping results in waiting and hoping forever. So when we have this level of accountability, it's just passive. It lacks passion. And quite frankly, it's boring. It isn't preparing to take off. There isn't energy behind waiting and hoping, right? When you're on a mission, there's energy behind it. When you create urgency and momentum, there's energy behind it, right? So when you're waiting and hoping, it allows you to stay in your comfort zone, which I think is like a miserable zone. A comfort zone should be changed to miserable zone. Find me somebody really happy and thriving in their comfort zone, okay? So let's be honest, it's not a comfort zone. That's the most uncomfortable zone because you are not living your best life. You aren't going for it. You aren't thriving. You aren't growing. You are waiting and hoping and nothing exciting happens there. So it's time to climb the ladder of accountability. So you ready to get to number 5? Because when we get to level 5, we're out of victim state and we're making our way up this ladder. Okay. So we're acknowledging reality. So let's acknowledge reality. What is your current reality? Where are you? What are you doing? What are you not doing? What goals are you setting? What are you not achieving? Like, are you taking charge of your health? Because no one puts food in your mouth beside you. Okay. No one is the reason you work out or don't work out besides you. Your income and your level of success is where it is because of you. Your business is where it is because of you. Where are you in your life? Where are you in your level of success? Where are you in your level of income? Acknowledge your reality. And then ask yourself this, is it acceptable? Are you playing full out? Are you performing at your best? Are you okay with it? Are you willing to do what it takes to change it? You must acknowledge your reality and hold yourself accountable for it. No one dropped you here. You are where you are because of actions you took or chose not to take, okay? Which is now going to bridge us to level 6, and that's owning it. You're now owning your accountability. It's time to own it. And here's the thing about owning it. It's so freeing. It's liberating because you're not making the excuses. You're not blaming everyone. You're not living in that just dark, negative space. It's empowering. Ownership is where leadership begins to exponentially expand. Okay. That's what happens when you own it. It's like, I can do this. I'm setting the goals. I'm taking charge. I'm taking action. I'm prioritizing it. I'm putting it in my schedule. I'm doing more so I can have more and become more. I'm owning my accountability. You're making a list of every single thing you want to change in your life and in your business, and you're owning it. What am I going to do to change it? I'm taking charge. What am I going to do to make it better? I'm taking charge. I'm owning my health. I'm owning my income. I'm doing something about it because where I am is no longer acceptable. I can do better. Level 7, find a solution. This is when we take ownership and we're ready to do something about it. So the solution in success would look something like this. Like, I'm owning the fact that I haven't been performing at my potential. So a solution is I'm going to be working my business consistently with focus and passion. Okay. Here's another one. I own that I have not been growing. Solution. I'm going to set powerful goals and hold myself accountable. I own that I am where I am because I've been making excuses. Solution. No more excuses, period. I own that I allow myself to speak of things that I don't want. Solution. I'm only speaking positively and only speaking of what I desire. I am not where I want to be. Okay, owning that. Solution, making eating right and exercise a priority. There is a solution to everything, holding us back from our best life. And it 100% begins once we take that accountability, right? And find a solution to the things we are not thrilled about. Level 8, take action. This is the level that you are 100% accountable. Like, I'm here, I own it. Our goal is to become a world-class leader, no matter what we do in life. And a world-class leader is a visionary. We're constant creators. We see what we want. We also know that we're not always part of the solution, but we're always part of the problem, right? They're action-oriented. World-class leaders set goals. They pivot. They know the plan may change a ton of times, but the goal remains the same. They lead the ship. They lead by example. They set high standards. They live by their bar of excellence. They take action daily to move their life and success forward. They create urgency. They create energy. Action breeds confidence. This ladder of accountability is so helpful. Like, I really want you to save it. I want you to identify where you are. And when you're coaching other people, let them know where they are. Like, you actually can see when you talk to somebody, gosh, and somebody's blaming or they're justifying or they're oblivious and they're unaware. Like, here's where you are. Here's the accountability ladder. You're a level 2 on the ladder. We need to work our way up, right? So let them know when you're coaching them, because until we take accountability, nothing changes. Once we take accountability, everything changes. And our goal as leaders is to hold ourselves accountable and create a culture of leaders that do the exact same thing. The first step of growth to take full accountability is to become aware of our own bullshit. Okay? I love you, friends. Have the most amazing week. Take accountability for where you're going, because we are heading into the best season of our business. Love you all.